What's up, guys? Welcome back to another video on my channel. Ooh, there's a hair on my thing. Another video on my channel. So today we've got another video of Marvel Contest of Champions, of course. The channel is dedicated to MCOC. So, but yeah, we've got a different video today. It's not like a champion, spotlight or whatever, or like a crisp opening. It's just a sort of like an educational video now. I'm just going to show you my mastery setup. Yeah, I've been asked to show my mastery setup, so I'm just going to make it. As you can see on the top, where my name is, I've got 3 points. I've got the number 3. That means I have 3 mastery points to spend. I've got 3 left. I'm just saving up I need to get some units to buy. I'll get into that in a bit, but I've got 3, and I need to complete chapter 3 100% in Act 4 to get 1 more, and I'm maxed out my mastery points. So that's where I'm at with my mastery points at the moment. So I'm currently going to do Act 4, try and get it done this week, and then yeah. So we've got obviously offense, defense, and proficiency. So and we've also got 3 points. You can see at the bottom, 3 points left to add. We'll start with proficiency. I'm just going to explain like what each mastery does, and then I'm going to sort of tell you guys why I have them, why I've got 3 or 1 or whatever, how many numbers into each of those masteries, and what I'm going to change, and also like when I get my 4 more points or 1 more point now, what I'll change and stuff like that. But so proficiency, I've got 10 points in it. I have 3 in parry. So parry is well-timed block. Obviously you need to have parry, and you need to max it out in this game if you want to do quite good. I also believe that because I've got 3 in parry now, my Captain America in Infinity War, he, like on well-timed blocks, there is 0 damage. He gets 0 damage on a parry, so it is pretty good. We got 1 in limber. So limber is a rigorous metal, and physical training reduces the duration of enemy stun debuffs by 8%. There aren't many that, like, there are stuns like enroaching stun and enroaching stun node, which is like every 20 seconds if you don't throw a special attack, blah blah blah, and like variant 2, I think that was the micro rooms one. So that's like one area which this will sort of help in, but you shouldn't really be worried about getting stunned in the game unless you get attacked or anything, so it shouldn't really be a problem. So I'd only have 1 in that. And then I've got 3 in stupefy, which is when your champions inflict stun debuffs, they last for 0.5 additional seconds. So that 0.5 additional seconds is a lot. Doesn't seem to be a lot, but it is a lot. So that's why I've maxed that out. And I've also got dexterity as well. You have to max dexterity out as well. So yeah, but I haven't got any points in petrify, nor do I have in pacify. Petrify, when you inflict stun debuffs, they also reduce enemy regeneration rate by 10%. I don't really need that, to be fair, with the champions I got, so I haven't got any points in that. So therefore I don't have any points in pacify as well. But we move on to defense now. Defense and offense is where I want to sort of change it up. But defense, I've currently got this sort of setup here. What I would recommend, if you have all your mastery points, if you're 100% Act 4 completely, is have only 18 points in defense, and I'll tell you why. So this mastery here, recovery, you have to max it out. In my opinion, you have to max it out, because it increases any health your champion's recovering during a fight from buff or passive regeneration by 15%, which is a lot. So that max out. To unlock willpower, you need to have, obviously, apart from spending units on like your mastery cores and all your carbonium cores, whatever, you need to have 15 points in this, like in the first section of the defense before you can unlock that. So that's why I said to have 18, because you would have 15 here in the first section on the left hand side, and then you would have 3 more in the willpower. So that's why I'm going to reduce. I'm currently 3 over, so I would gain 3 more extra points, which make it to 6, and then when 100% Act 4, I'll get so 6, 7. I'll get 7 points altogether additionally. So yeah, but this is sort of what I have. Willpower is quite important as well. Whenever you get a like a debuff on you, you start regenerating health, which is pretty good. They passively regenerate 0.7% health per second. So if it works in your favor. If you have like if you get like an armor break debuff, you're not gonna get, there's no damage over time, but you will still be regenerating health, which is pretty good. This has helped me a lot in Act 6 because there's one node where you can get a weakness if you're quite close to the close to the defender or the opponent. So I'll be regenerating health with my Captain America or whoever, my Hyperion, whoever I used. So it is pretty helpful. So this is my defense sort of stage here. I'm obviously going to reduce take away 3. I'm probably going to take away 3 from here, probably from block proficiency, or if not from block proficiency, I'm probably going to take it from 2 from here and then 1 from block proficiency, because honestly I don't really need any defense. I'm more of I like to attack my opponent rather than stay back, and you know, in my opinion you should have more in offense, like a decent amount more. I've only got 3 more, but you should have more. So we're going to move on to offense. So this is my offense state at the moment. It's pretty good at the moment. Could be better, obviously. So obviously you have to, I can't stress enough, precision and cruelty you have to max out in this game. You have to do so. Beforehand, when I was doing Act 5, when I was doing like Act 4 completing, I never knew about this. I never knew like much about mastery, so I always had this on 1. No, I never even had these unlocked. So I used to always have a lot in my proficiencies and my defense instead of my offense. But yeah, so try and max those out, because this increases the critical rating by 425, and this increases the critical damage rating by 475. So it is very important that you max those out. I've also got one in flash cannon as well. I'd rather have a 2.4% increase in their attack and take away 2.4% of their health, because honestly I don't really die that much when I'm playing this game. Not to sound like a piece of shit or anything, but I'm quite good at if I'm gonna die, I'll make sure that I get 1 comboed or something like that, but it hardly happens when I'm doing, obviously, like Act 6, you'd want more attack, because when you're playing this game you always have the upper hand, right, to your defender, whether it be that the champion boss in 6.2 or whatever boss you fight, whatever fight you fight, you're always going to have the upper hand. So I would rather have more attacking, more points in my offense than my defense. That's why I've got so glass cannon, because I couldn't really give a shit about my health in the game. What else? Now we've got despair 2, 3 in deep wounds, and 2 in assassin. Now I think that this last thing here, the despair, deep wounds, and assassin, they're quite important. Specifically assassin. Now I've only got 2 in assassin. This is where I need to spend my units and actually get some more Carbonian cores and martial cores and all that to unlock, because I want to go 5 out of 5 in my assassin. So because I've got 3 points here, I just need to save up my units, or buy units. Deep wounds, I could have 5. I would want to max out despair as well, because despair is what debuffs applied to enemies reduce their healing and regeneration effects by 10% each. So it is pretty good when you're fighting, when you use like void, or I haven't got void, but when you use void, you can reverse healing pretty well. So despair 3 out of 3 would be a good thing to have. 3 out of 5 in deep wounds, I would want to max it out, but I mean, the only person I use who bleeds is Blade. So when I'll think about it, but most likely 3 points are going to be added into assassin, and then 1 more into despair, and then I'll see what I could do with the other ones. But so that's my masteries at the moment. But we also have my suicide masteries, which I also like to use. So I kind of, like I said, I take away all this. So I'll take away 3 out of this, and what I'll do is I'll add 3 into this as well. So I'll take the assassin, deep wounds, and despair, like take them out completely, and what I'll do is I'll add 1 into recoil, and then 3 and 3 into liquid courage and double edge. So that's what, 336. That's 7 points that is added into it. You can keep, so then, because I just said like I would have 7 points if I take away. So you can keep this assassin deep wound setup if you want, or you can change it around. You will have what, 2, 5, 7. You have 7 left over anyway. So you max out liquid courage, max out double edge when I have my suicide masteries, and that just increases my attack by a lot. So when I was doing Act 6, I know I didn't record it, but I was using suicide masteries for the majority of it. That's how I managed to one-shot the crossbones boss with Iceman, because I was using my suicide masteries. I'm pretty sure if I didn't have suicide masteries, I wouldn't have been able to do it, because suicide masteries do increase your attack by a lot. If you're good at the game, I'd recommend you using it because it's very good. But at the moment, I'm not using it because of war and because of all these other factors. Because I don't want to like mess up. And like in war, for example, I don't use any immune champions like bleed or poison immune champions. Occasionally I do, but not all the time. So which is why I'm just trying to keep it. I've literally just joined the alliance as well, so I'm trying to like just ease my way in. I don't want to lose unnecessary health, but yeah, this is important. These suicide masteries are important if you want to progress further into the game. But I hope you enjoyed this video. That's basically my mastery setup. I might make like an update one when I get units to unlock assassin, and when I 100% Act 4, and I'll make my new masteries. But this is my mastery setup at the moment, and I'm probably going to use this for a decent time, this setup, until I start 100%ing Act 6 and going for Act 6.2. Then yeah. But I hope you enjoyed this video. Please leave a like and subscribe if you haven't, and I'll catch you in the next video. Peace.